6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Christian Nationalist Party. We should be broadcasting live onto the Purge TV and, I hope, Rumble for the first time. I hope that's the case. Let's see. Oh, good. Yes, I can see people are in. Okay, seems like it's working. This is good. Let me go over to Purge. I'll start on Purge and then we'll put the links up and see. We need to try and migrate over to this other platform. So I know people don't like change. I don't either, but it's got to be done. So let's take a look and see who's in. Who's the first one? Excuse me. I'm sorry. I've still got a terrible cold, which just doesn't seem to want to go away. So sorry if I'm coughing and spluttering. I will try not to. Marty's the first one in. Thanks for your email. You're welcome, Marty. And thank you for your messages as well. I always enjoy reading them. Thank you very much. And Motorbike Crusader, Ralph Rowley, good evening to you. Blessed weekend. I cannot believe it's the weekend already. Time flies. Wes is in. Greetings in Christ to you, Wes. Nice to see you, brother. And brother Ivan as well. Good evening to you. And Ken, good day to you. And Roger Madison, nice to see you. Brian's in. Good day to you, Brian. And John as well. I hope you're well, John. I saw a comment, John. Yes, put my teeth in. Not yesterday's show, Wednesday's show, about your father. And I'll be sending you a private message. I'm sorry, I've just been so busy, and I haven't been around on these live shows because we switched them all around, and I don't see all the comments as and when they come up. So anyway, I'm going to reach out to you privately, but I'm sorry to hear your news. Who else have we got in? Mitch is in, and Sherry as well. Nice to see you both. Love to you both. I'm echoing. Hold on. Do I need to turn myself off somewhere? I don't know. I shouldn't be echoing because I've paused myself on both sides. But let me know if that's still happening, please. Who else have we got in? Oh, Ken says Vicky says hello. Hello, Vicky. Nice to see you, my dear. Well, I can't see you, but nice to hear from you. All the ladies saying hello to each other. All right, so let me see. Let me go over to Rumble. We will get the hang of this. My screens are the wrong way around. I think I need to move this desk around because I can't really see what I'm doing. But I can see that Tiernan is in. Good morning. Tiernan is in. Nice to see you. And Cav Scout, good day. Oh, okay. Mitch. That's Mitch. Who else is in? Charles is in as well. Hi, everyone on Purge and Rumble. And Roger's over on Rumble. Excellent. Good. And Tiernan says the sound is good on Rumble. So this is good news. Oh, okay. It was on your end. That's fine. Okay, Marty's paused it. You don't want to hear me twice, Marty. That's overload. And Gail's in as well. Good afternoon to you. All right, so what I'm going to do quickly is take the Rumble link that I dropped in earlier. It's at the top, but I'll do it now if I can. And just drop it in the comments again. And if we can, make your way over there. I know that people get used to watching stuff on Purge.
Hey, Alan.
Like what we know. But we have had a few issues, and Rumble is a very stable platform.
I was expecting Colin to join me, so I'm going to play this and hope that he jumps in. Maybe he's got the time messed up. We'll see. I'll play this and a few other things, and hopefully he'll pop in.
And it hosts some of the biggest accounts that are on the kind of right-wing.
Do this pretty much on everything that's happening over in England and Europe.
Conservative Christian nationalist scene. And so I don't anticipate, I say this, I don't anticipate any problems like we had on, for example, YouTube, where they basically booted us off because they didn't like what we were saying.
I sent him the link twice. Pretty sure he's seen it. I don't know. The link to join.
And of course, Purged is our own platform, and it's been relatively stable. I mean, it's been really useful to us for years now, several years, and we've been using it. But we are encountering problems, and many of you will know that there are a lot of other things going on at the moment. And And in terms of my time,
Hey,
my
John.
time is spread quite thin. After having launched the Christian Nationalist Party, or rebranded the Christian Nationalist Party, I've been tied up pretty much on almost a full-time basis, as well as working full-time, doing a lot of stuff for the Templars, who have got just different things going on. And so I'm trying to make this as seamless as possible, because what we want to be able to do is broadcast live, interact with each other, and not experience problems, and not let people down at the last minute when we try and log on and it doesn't work and what have you. So that's why we're trying to make the transition over to Rumble. And are we all to be careful what we say on Rumble? Well, I'm not going to be that careful, because I can't. Because if I was careful, I probably wouldn't be able to do a show. But I do certainly think that in the comments, it's always good to be careful. And let me just qualify that as well. And I like to mention this every now and then, because it is something that it's very easy to get lured into a false sense of security, especially if you're a Brit and you're living in the UK, as I am, and I know that some of you are in the comments. We don't have a constitution that they have in the United States that protects free speech. Now, even the constitution,
I didn't know he gets high.
That protects free speech,
it might be
is subject to
the time thing,
the law. So there are,
I told 4 p.m. Eastern,
there are boundaries of free speech. You can't say anything.
And he probably
if it's
converted
incitement
this
or what
time,
have
and
you.
You know,
Although we see that the left get away with it. Do you remember that crazy woman, Kathy something or other, and she held up a decapitated,
they're all commies, aren't they? All 4 of them.
like a paper mache head of Donald Trump, decapitated head of Donald Trump, and nothing happened to her. It's like, okay. So anyway, we know that those rules don't apply equally, but especially in the UK, we've got the Online Safety Act, which has nothing to do with safety. It's about silencing people. And so we ought to be very careful. And Kathy Griffin, that's Griffith. Is it Griffith? Yeah. Or Griffin, I don't know, one of the two. Yeah, so we need to be careful in the UK anyway. Don't get lured into a false sense of security. I see this all the time. People online. There are 2 things online that are a bit problematic. First of all, our American brothers and sisters can pretty much say what they like, because they're protected. And they do. Like, it's a party. It's a party in the US.
That's not totally true. It's better than there, but it's not totally true.
That's what's going on. I see it on social media. I see it on Twitter. And what I also see are accounts that are pitching themselves as British patriotic accounts.
Yeah, Kathy Griffin.
And they say quite outrageous and outlandish stuff.
She didn't really
those accounts are run largely by Indians, and they're not based in the UK. So the stuff that they're saying, other Brits might think, I can say that. Well, we saw what happened when people started saying how they felt around the time of the Southport riots. They rounded up hundreds of people and put them in jail. So it's always best to be mindful about what you say online anyway. I'm kind of practice what I preach in this sense, because I'm kind of past that.
Maybe they can share a jail cell.
If I didn't
2 of them
cross
can
those
claim
lines, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. But I don't mind taking that one on the chin. But I do see some of the stuff that that appears online, and I think, Keir Starmer's probably got his little minions checking. I mean, I've seen it. There was something actually that I shared. I digress a little bit here, but let me see if I can find this. There was something that I shared on Twitter.
Yep, you're right,
Let me see if I can pull this up for you. And so, when you report content,
if you really get justice, that's what
if you're a soy boy, if you're a lefty crybaby that reports content, I have to say the only content I've ever reported was when I first got switched back onto X, Twitter, and I was horrified. Someone who was following me commented on something. I clicked on their account, and their account was wall-to-wall pornography. And I was horrified that this was on there. And it kind of took me down this rabbit hole, because I started reporting all these accounts. Right? And not one of them got taken down. Not one. So anyway, that's by the by. There's an option to report people's content online, as you may be aware. And let me show you. This is an option they're now giving.
I see.
Yeah, there you go. Can you see that? This is an option they're now giving. Report illegal content in the UK. Please use our dedicated form to report illegal content accessible in the UK. Please visit blah, blah, blah.
Did you? I was hoping Colin would be on and he could talk about this. What's going on over there?
Now, I'm not.
Now, the illegal content, they're going to use some of that to arrest you over there. Some thousands of people have gone to jail there for it. No, raping the little girl, that's fine. You know, you get back out in 30 days or something, if that.
Saying that this is Elon Musk's fault, because Elon Musk has to abide by the legislation of the land where the platform is being used. And we've seen in the past, in fact, that he has shut down entire countries and said, all right, I think Turkey, I think X is banned in Turkey now. He said, well, I can't abide by, or during that election period. So anyway, it's the people running our country that are the United Kingdom that are utterly satanic. This is what they want. This is what they want. They want you online snitching on fellow Brits. They want you online saying, oh, I think that content might breach the online safety bill. I'm going to report Jada Franson for saying that. And they want you snitching on each other. They don't want you to turn your anger against them. They're the people raising your taxes. They're the people flooding your country with illegal immigrants. They're the people putting your children in danger and turning a blind eye to 1 million.
It's the same NGOs that are doing it to America and Canada, the Western world, wherever there's Christians, you know, especially white Christians.
And girls groomed and raped in the UK. They don't want you talking about that.
Well, some of the other countries, like African countries that are Christian and SNET, they're just killing them. Here they're flooding and doing the transing thing and everything to just get rid of us.
They don't want you focusing on that. They want you to sit online on social media like a little snitch and click your little button and report the people that are posting illegal content. It's outrageous. It's utterly, and it's pathetic.
Like the movie 1984.
It reminds me of, let me get rid of this. It reminds me of, during COVID, our then Home Secretary, who was that awful, another Indian foreigner, Priti Patel, told people to snitch on your neighbours. If you see your neighbour going for more than one walk, then snitch on them. They gave him a dedicated snitch line in this country. It's honestly, it's disgusting. It's so disgusting. It's unbelievable, really. So yeah, there you go. So that whilst we've got all of these different pronged attacks, just be a bit mindful.
There's Karens that'll do that too. They'll turn you in for sure. In fact, they'll try to make stuff up to turn you in.
Marty's going. We'll see you soon, Marty. God bless. Right, let me say who else is in. Glyn is in. Greetings to you, Glyn, and Joseph Taylor as well. Nice to see you. Joseph says Israel are paying $7,000 for pro-Israel tweets. I know. Did you guys see this?
Yeah, the same thing by the Democrats here, but it's like $8,000. They pay them so much a month to do shows for them, like live streaming.
I mean, sure. I don't even know if this has been spoken about. I haven't been able to catch the shows by
it's coming out of
any
our
of the other
dollars,
guys. But let me see if I can show this. Again, crazy stuff, right? Absolutely crazy. Here we are. So let me see if I can share this with you. Or actually don't know. We actually don't know, and that's likely illegal. All right, let me see if I can pull up an article here. It's actually really funny because there's guys in the US that I follow who are really great. And they're, every time someone puts something up that's just overtly pro-Israel, like unnecessarily as well, not even, like Lawrence Fox, for example, today put a picture of himself and Tommy Robinson and said, aboard the Mossad Express. I mean, this isn't funny. This is treachery. But obviously, if you're getting paid £7,000 and your morals are for sale, that's the point, is if you're for sale, then you're going to take it. Me personally, I'd rather die. And I mean that, like, I'm not even joking. I would rather die than sell out to a foreign agent, a foreign country. I'd rather. So let me see if I can share this with you. Hold on. Let's share this one instead. Yeah, look at this. This is it. I don't know if you guys saw this. Israel pays influencers up to $7,000 per post.
Where's all that money coming from?
Information space.
For any of them doing that. never made
as
a
global
penny.
opinion shifts decisively against Israel's genocidal campaign in Gaza, the occupation state is intensifying efforts to dominate the information space through a network of paid influencers, algorithm manipulation, AI content framing, and covert media partnership. Recent revelations from filings under the US Foreign Agents Registration Act expose a sprawling Israeli propaganda campaign designed to distort public discourse, especially among younger audiences, and deflect mounting accusations of genocide. At the center of this campaign is a covert influence operation exposed in documents filed under the US Foreign Agents Registration Act. The Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs, through its contractor Bridges Partners, has reportedly paid up to $7,000 per post for influencers to publish pro-Israel content on platforms such as TikTok and Instagram.
Some people that are totally willing to do that already.
Anyway, that's enough. We've seen enough. We've seen enough. It's just
Colin,
outrageous.
I was waiting for you to come on.
It's treason. That's what it is. We used to deal with traitors properly, didn't we? We used to deal with them properly.
I don't see him
anyway,
I sent you the link twice.
But let's see who else has come in. Mitch says it's
Colin.
The leftist way. Remember, 1 in 3 female members in East Germany was a snitch. Yeah, I know exactly. Oh, they love snitching, don't they? Wes says Facebook already had you labelled. If you're a Christian conservative, they will do nothing about your complaint except ignore it. Brian says it's like how the loony left governor of Minnesota had the COVID snitch phone number. I don't know. Do you remember in COVID they were literally telling everybody grass on each other, snitch on each other. What a way to live. Anyway, I can see some of you are over in Rumble, but not too many. So I'm just going to keep.
It might ask you to have an account. You don't have to have one.
We're not doing it immediately, but in the near future, we will probably make
a name in there, whatever you want to see on the screen.
Make the move over there. There you go. There's the link. We're making the move over to Rumble, so get yourselves over there. All right, let me show you some stuff. This has angered me so much. This is what's happened in the UK. So I showed you on Wednesday some footage of the pretend Archbishop of Canterbury, Sarah Mullally.
Is Colin in here?
Who is obviously a woman, pro-LGBT, pro-abortion. She's been placed in this position of Archbishop of Canterbury, the head of the Church of England, by a load of men who clearly have as little regard for the Bible as she has. And then today, these images surface. Now, for those of you who haven't been to Canterbury Cathedral, I'm going to show you this picture now so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, Colin.
This picture here is Canterbury Cathedral. This is
I got some clips. Go ahead and watch,
the Vatican of the Church of England, if you like.
What's going on in England?
And absolutely stunning, historic building.
England and Europe.
And this was the faith of our Reformed Protestant nation. The United Kingdom this was the faith of our Reformed Protestant nation, the Church of England. And it's been hijacked by this scandalous woman, this rebellious woman, who is donning a big hat,
hey, Mr. Fixer,
and robes, and calling herself an archbishop, which is so scandalous, and completely disregarding all the scriptures that say that women aren't allowed to teach, women aren't allowed to have any spiritual authority over men, women are to remain silent in church, and that only men can be bishops, ministers, or elders. Completely disregarding that, and so are all the men around her. They put her in this position, right?
I wonder why it stopped.
T-minus 2 minutes.
Something happened. Hold on. Maybe I hit the wrong button or something here. Try to get back to about the same spot.
T-minus 2 minutes.
Come on. This thing crashed.
She has. And then today...
It just goes right to the end. What the heck? Something's wrong with the file. I probably could have downloaded it, but I didn't know.
T-minus 2 minutes.
Try again. There's no advancing other than dragging it.
This rabbit hole of our Reformed Protestant nation, the Church of England. And it's been hijacked by this scandalous woman, this rebellious woman, who is donning a big hat and robes and calling herself an archbishop, which is so scandalous, and completely disregarding all the scriptures that say that women aren't allowed to teach, women aren't allowed to have any spiritual authority over men, women are to remain silent in church, and that only men can be bishops, ministers, or elders. Completely disregarding that, and so are all the men around her.
See what happens in a few minutes. I thought that maybe I caused it to do it. Yeah, it did it again. Huh. Let's see if I can just rewind a little bit and play it. No, it's got to be on their end. Wow. Okay, I guess I won't be playing the rest of that. I was trying to. Well, if they're on Rumble in the future, we'll do that too. All right, here's some more about the protest that's going on in England. Now, this happened a while back. There, like 9 months ago or so. But this is how bad the cops are cracking down. A lot of people are standing up in England now, especially the Irish.
Signal's a little bit bad. Going to move around a little bit.
What's everyone think about the peace deal with Trump and Israel? And a lot of people are involved in it. I always thought they should have had an area where the religious area was, like a no-go zone where UN would have that protected, and then other people could go visit there. It wouldn't be run by any one particular country, you know? The religious areas.
There we go.
Mr. Fixer, where was that factory? A big ammunition factory? Were blown up this morning. Several dead, and I didn't actually see that. If you could share a link, maybe I'll show it to the audience. I hadn't seen that. Busy with some other things. Where is that, Mr. Fixer? Is that Texas? Or?
Yes, Tony. If you look at my community post, you see the photos.
I wonder if it was, you know, like hit by something. Or
any word on the male arrested earlier?
Well, Tennessee, huh? Wow. We got a link, and I'll show it on the screen in about, be done about 25 minutes. See, now these are peaceful protesters, but the cops here will crack down on them kind of brutally. You don't see that with Antifa. They are not peaceful. Hey, Charles. guy's in black. You wonder if he's Antifa trying to cause a ruckus. Going with all the black on, often is Antifa. And they're actually working for the other side, really. They want an excuse to crack down on them, that's why.
Move back forwards, please. Move back forwards, please.
Yeah, definitely over in England, they're really, really cracking down on the people. Well, the ones all in black kind of makes you think it's Antifa. You know, you can't even have a kitchen knife better in England. The ones that work at restaurants, those things are like attached by cables and stuff like that that needs to use for cooking and stuff like that. That's how ridiculous they've got.
They need to hold.
Don't want them here.
So the illegals are pushing them out of their places. I got a video later about them getting kicked out of houses so the illegals can be in. In England, they're literally kicking them out on the streets so they can give the housing to the illegals. I'll show you later. Let me stop it there. Watch how many of them are in the all black. It's telling you it's an Antifa operation, undercover. Well, kind of undercover. They're trying to cause an issue so the cops have an excuse to come back after them. You see them all rushing here with all the black on them? Sort of like January 6th, they're the ones that started.
Scumbags.
Then it rounds out the crowd. That's what they're trying to do. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Well, 500, huh?
Get back! Keep rushing! Fuck them!
No, Colin, you don't have to install the studio. I've had people on that don't have the studio. I don't know why you said you had to install that. You shouldn't have to. You want the link again? Is that what you're saying? I'll send it in message again. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Oh, what? Sorry. Didn't see that.
I'll send it in message here again. I've had people, Colin, I've had people on that don't have numbers. Oh, look, 1 second. Isn't there a thing at the bottom or something that you still can come on anyways? Yeah, it gives you the warning. Are you trying on a phone or on a computer? I know on a computer people come on. I'm not sure about it. They don't have Rumble. Should be another place you can click on after that and still come on anyways. Yeah.
Crazy, them, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a little small on a computer, you can see it.
They got no chance.
Just telling me you can't do this, you can't do that, you
No
can't do
chance.
this. There's some place where you just say agree to their terms. I think it's right at the bottom. I gotta go to terms, conditions and terms there, Colin. See, you just need see all the ones in black. Oh, let me pause there. See all these ones in all black. I guarantee you, they're almost all Antifa trying to get things worse so that the cops can then come down on them. There's a guy right here trying to tell him to go back and all that kind of stuff, trying to turn him around. Once all in black with the hoods on and everything, it's Antifa. That's so they can tell who's who with each other. And I guarantee you those aren't the ones that are going to get arrested almost for sure. Maybe one of them. It'll be all the other patriots. Sometimes the cops are in on it.
They're trying to get that van out.
What, me and Rick Bumper up?
Yeah, facial recognition. I understand their frustration.
Namely. Been a long time coming though. Oh, they got the riot gear on those guys.
Smash that van in bits.
Oh, he's coming down here with that van.
They've smashed the windows on that one. See the one that just did that? That looks like Antifa to me. See him? I'll back that up just a hair. The one trying to smash that windshield. Right there. That one right there. I bet you that's Antifa. See when you turn around? The guy turning around? They're all in Europe. They're all over the place. They want socialism. And the ones communicating with each other a lot too are Antifa. They almost bet money on it.
Oh, they got the shields out.
Yeah, when Tommy Robinson has a protest, he doesn't condone this or push for violence in any way. Oh, this isn't Tommy Robinson's protest now. Yeah, it's a protest against all the illegals being in the country, and I'm taking the housing. I got another video on the housing thing. She's feel sorry for this lady that ends up getting evicted so they can put illegals in.
Here they go.
Oh, he smokes that man in pieces, man.
Yeah, you just need some agitators to start it, and the cops react. It's kind of like January 6th, they did that. And actually, a lot of patriots did not get violent. So lead your rest. A lot of times you can tell the difference between someone that's wearing black and Antifa ones too. Is a normal person a lot of times will have shorts on. These ones totally done up right here. They all have long pants and everything. They'll cover everything. I know I was attacked by Antifa in Washington, D.C. with a PVC pipe, so I know exactly kind of what they all do the same thing, kind of. And they're a bunch of soy boys. They can't fight worth beans. It takes like 20 of them against one, you know. I think it's all part of the globalist plan. Well, Colin, I do that stuff all the time. I make those statements.
Fucking off. Sorry, mate. Pretty bad idea to get there.
Colin, I make anti all those things all the time. I don't know. I think they have to put it in their warning. Make comments that are anti-Christian, anti-Catholic. I don't do that so much as anti-Islamic, yeah. Buddhist, I don't have much to do with that. Anti-Semitism, a little bit I do on that. It wouldn't let you agree. Usually it sends you an email to confirm it's you, and then you click on that email, and then it lets you on. Like a minute or 2 minutes afterwards. Well, hang on for a good another 40 minutes or so, in case you want to pop in. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Fix. It is a rebellion, and it needs to happen.
I got it. Video of the police, yeah.
I was going to ask Colin, maybe he can comment in here. Do you think if there was an election soon, and it might happen, that the Reform Party would win there? I know if AFD and Germany had an election, AFD would probably win. I see that Poland has gone kind of Trump-like, and Japan, they've got a prime minister that's going to deport everybody. She hasn't taken power yet, but she plans to. Yeah, Mr. Fixer. I'm going to play that video. She loses her room for illegal. They're going to make them comfortable. Well, of course, your taxpayers are paying for it. Not the one that she's got. No, it's not Antifa. I think there's some in the crowd. Mr. Fixer, I'm just saying that there's some in the crowd that are in black that are causing it to get worse.
What are they actually trying to do? What are they trying
Rolling
to do?
down. They're doing a
They've
good
driven
job.
forward and driven back.
More reverse than there is in
Said
there.
none of that. None of that.
Fuck off!
Do you notice that their whole target, though, are Christian nations? It's always Christian nations.
Fuck off! Save our kids! 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 Save our kids!
They're saying save our kids.
Save our kids! 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 Save our kids!
I agree, Mr. Fixer. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better, actually. Did you see that Dominion was sold to conservative, actually? And I think there's going to be a few people going to jail that was running Dominion, it sounds like. I think the ones that are totally in hoods and covering their face all in black, I think those are the agitators. They want to do this so the cops clamp back down on them. That's why. Like this one over here. I think that's Antifa. I'm not saying the whole crowd's Antifa. I think they've got some mixed in there trying to cause the violence. Yeah, in this case, in England especially. You're right, Mr. Fixer. They are the bad guys. They're going to go by the commie leftist rules and orders. And I think they got some plants in the audience. They wanted an excuse to come through. On those narrow streets there, it's going to be hard for them to push them all back.
Yeah. You're right, mate. It's crazy, mate. Crazy.
You're right, Tammy. I played that video yesterday, I think it was. They're actually kicking Irish kids out of school so the illegals can go to school. And they have a lotto for it that some of them might come back to school. So they're not going to be able to go to school because they got to pay for the illegals. And the illegals are going to be the ones when they grow up to get jobs, you know, if they want to work. They probably can work off the system regardless. They want a class of dependent people so that they can shut it off if you're not a good little commie. Yeah, they're doing a little bit of that here too. Jeff, did you see the video I did yesterday? There was some ruling, I don't know if it was Ninth Circuit or was it Supreme Court, I forget, where there's 10 things that they can't do in terms of taking away the guns. All these states have been doing things to take away your guns rights, and there's several things that they said, no, you can't do that, you can't do this, can't do stuff so you can't get bullets and limit your number of bullets you can get and all that kind of stuff. And that's federal-wise, that's nationwide. I mean, they're going to try anyways, but it's going to be a lot harder.
You want our country
Marianne. Just following orders. I understand that to a degree, Mr. Fix-It. But they tell you to go shoot someone or something, you know, the boss of your cops. There is a line you don't cross, you know? How bad do you think it's going to get here in the United States? I think if Tommy Harris was in power, more of us would have been jailed. Found excuses. They would have shut down Twitter and all that. Biden didn't know what the hell he was doing.
They weren't prepared for this, were they?
Explain, Marianne, what situation was that?
You reckon I'll come?
Birds in the sky. They also use drones now. Well, that one's in gray. That might not be Antifa. See, he's got shorts on. If it was Antifa, they'd probably be all black. They wanted to wear the black so they can tell who's who for them, each other, too. He's wearing it fast, but that might not. I know that from the DC area.
Home point updated.
Oh, void again. Okay, I got you.
Here we go.
For some reason, whoever's flying there is way out of breath. Oh, there's an aerial view. There are a number of people out there. That line goes way back up here. There. Oh, it's on that crossroad too. Oh, they basically got them surrounded, it looks like. They got the cops surrounded, actually. I don't know what you call the cops in England, but a lot of them are down with what's happening. Yeah. Take mine, I'll take yours, huh?
Look at this.
Not an easy task.
Those two right vans there, as far as I know, are stuck on bins.
Hey, Charles. Scary movies then? Ready for Halloween? I think Scary Movie was the comedy one, wasn't it? The one called Scary Movie?
Yeah, I just came out to do it. I'm gonna go. I just don't want to get caught in any more drama. Yeah.
Like that. That's it. That is sick.
Wow. Wow.
Didn't know there was a fire. Until now.
Fucking hell.
That's sick.
It's more
I thought you were like a
talk
reporter or something.
Nah, no, well, I'll do YouTube streaming and that.
What's your channel?
Someone's just said then,
What's your channel?
Can see it on
DJE Media.
TikTok and all that.
Yeah, I was right at the front, but if I carry on staying
Yeah,
there,
you would have got.
something's going to happen.
Okay, so that can you can control that from here.
Yeah. It's over there now. I've got to be careful of that chopper though.
Oh my god.
But I thought I'd come out, get the drone.
Did he smash one of the cars up? Did you?
What, the right vans or the cars?
The right van, they smashed them up, haven't they?
They have, yeah. You can't see from there, but they're fucked.
Sick.
I don't want to go too low, 'cause if they see the drone, they'll think it's the cops, and they'll probably try and get it down. So,
Wow.
What's your thing?
DJE Media.
DJ
They've had enough more
I
than
was
we
here all
had.
day.
You're on Insta?
No, I'm not on Insta.
No.
Did you go on the other one?
TikTok, YouTube,
YouTube, okay.
Facebook.
What is it? DJ?
Thanks,
DJE.
Colin.
DJE?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try it
Okay.
next week
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, okay, Colin?
I was at the thing all day today, just supporting, and then I just stayed a bit later.
We'll try to get you on.
I haven't I'm
Get you hooked up.
I didn't know this was going to happen until half an hour ago.
Really, I swear, you just have to click on
I just
something
walked up
and it
and-
sends you an
Not
email,
my mate, no.
and then you accept the email.
locked it in?
That's what it says.
Is the handbrake on it?
You don't have to have an account, because I've had plenty of people on here that don't have a Rumble account.
That one, or I can move mine.
And
if it
yell
helps.
freedom,
It
yeah,
won't help
there we
me.
go. Colin, what's your opinion of the Reform Party? Colin, what's your opinion of the Reform Party winning there in England? In Britain. UK. Yeah, that's the UK.
I'm going to go in a minute. I don't want to be
No, we're now.
involved in any of the real kick-off, you know. Oh, you parked here? You came when I arrived. Yeah. I remember.
We parked, like, my mate's parked down there, he's fucking shit.
That's what I'm worried about now. All the way up.
You can get away with doing this somewhat, but you better not post something against their rules, right?
Here. Take it easy, guys.
It hurts someone's feelings.
Right, we'll have a little one
Portland,
last.
yeah. Portland's swamped with that. It's real bad. They're taking their anger out on the cops, and really it's their leaders. Where they find all that stuff from. They're not trying to smash the side window, see? Yeah, I think he's going to try to make that on fire. It's an antique. See all these ones right in black, right in here? He's going to try to, see, he's trying to set that on fire. He is. See him? Let me pause that, and I'm going to go back just a little. There's going to be someone putting in the side window here, Antifa one. He's going to light that on fire. See it right there? He just threw it in the window of that policeman. He's going to burn it up. Just smash the window. It's going to go on fire, I bet you. I don't know if you can see where my mouse cursor is. Now the guy took off. If someone's in there, they're going to get burned. Someone's coming out of the holes. One of the vans is backing up, not the other. The other one's going to get covered. Spraying something. I see the yellow vehicles, yeah. Yeah, it probably did flatten some tires. Are they always yellow, Charles?
All right, yeah. Well, good night, mate.
Yeah, Colin. I mean, you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta just go
Yeah, we're going to go in
with
a
the
second,
best choice
guys,
you got. You know.
because I think more police are going to be arriving soon.
least he doesn't seem like a total like paid off
Can I see it?
sellout to the globalists, you know. He's definitely not a globalist. There's a whole bunch taken off. What's going on? Oh, right now that. I'm trying to stop that. Let me back it up just a little. That band's gonna get on fire big time. Right here. It's really smoldering there. A lot of people start taking off because it probably might explode, you know.
Oh my.
That band right there. He lit it a while ago. These people take off.
Police are chasing him now, innit? Yeah, right down the bottom, yeah. I'm gonna go. Alright. Alright, mate.
The band down the bottom, left-hand corner. I seen the guy that lit it.
Oh, we set it on fire.
He was all in black. We'll get you in the future, Colin. Set something up so you can join. The thing is, I can only set it up so many hours before the event.
Fucking hell.
It's
Wow.
like 24 hours and you have to use it, otherwise it deletes itself. It's burning pretty good. That's going to be dosed shortly. The pan's going to be unusable. I would imagine that they got quite a bit of fuel in it too. Just trying to get an overhead view here. Must have a drone. Yeah, it's burning pretty good. That's an Antifa move. They like to burn stuff. I should be on over the weekend both days. Not sure of the time. Could be worse in the UK. It has no guns. Yes and no. And you'll be able to defend yourself. And you got a lot of Islamics and all that kind of stuff.
The government is banning this.
I don't want to see that. So I'll close that. And I'm going to bring up the other videos that you have here about what's going on there for sure. Watch this lady.
So I really hope this isn't what I think it is.
Pause it. This is what's going on in England. They need housing for the illegals, and they keep bringing in more and more illegals all the time. Watch what's happening to them.
So I really hope this
is
isn't
Dublin,
what I think
England.
it is. But me and my 3 housemates got registered letters in the post all at the same time. So I couldn't sleep last night, so I was in the queue for the post office before it opened this morning. I'm pretty sure this is a letter of eviction, like a letter of termination, and we haven't done anything wrong. I'm pretty sure this is going to
Yeah, she's being evicted because they need the housing for illegals.
say I need to leave the house that I'm renting. I'm nearly certain.
Colin, have you heard of this happening over there? Let me see if I can pause that one.
Termination.
They're terminating their lease.
I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I'm sharing this because Mel Robinson.
Let's see if I can get it to show that screen. It's an overhaul of rent zones. Rules will only lead to more homelessness and evictions, say critics. So they changed the zoning laws, so they kick the people out, and then they ship in illegals. They kick them out on the street, basically. They don't give them another option, you know? Not even a little tiny place. You're just out on the street.
Said that no act of courage is without an act of vulnerability. I am not alone in this.
Unfortunately, there's so many others and families in the same position.
Does the government realise what they're doing to young people? Do they realise the implication of their actions? In what world is this good enough? Because it is absolutely not. We need change and we need it now. New rent laws for landlords? Thank you very much. This is the third one of these letters I've gotten in 4 years. It's not good enough. We need change and we need it now.
So I'm asking the people in power, what are you going to do to fix this problem, and when are we actually going to see change?
And if you're illegal, you get all that stuff free. All right, here's some more on the UK people having enough.
No chance.
There's a story of over there. There's some guy that's got what is it? 87 kids and 17 wives or something like that, and they're all living free. He doesn't work. None of them work. They're all getting government money.
No. The cell phone. Fuck off! This is what you're getting.
Yeah, the veterans. John, that happened in San Diego. They deliberately condemned a building that was for homeless veterans out in San Diego. They deliberately did that. This was Newsom, kicked them all out, and then within a month they had rehabilitated the place. They moved all the illegals in. It looked great after that. Actually, shouldn't have been condemned to start with. It was okay to start with. Then they upgraded it, and somehow they got it done in a month when they have to get all the illegals in.
What are they actually trying to do?
Fuck off! Save our kids! Save our kids!
But the government wants these illegals. They want dependent people that will vote them for generations once they move these illegals in. When they move the illegals in, then they'll vote for them. All their kids or even their grandkids will all vote for these commies. That's what they want. That's why they want to get rid of. They hate Christianity too. They definitely want to end that. Yeah, I got a video on that. Mr. Fixer about the white replacement is real. New World Order. Yeah, a lot of theirs.
They send some book to an old structure.
Yep. Okay. Well, the next one I got is Irish government has informed the EU, that's what it is, that they will not comply to the demands. Now, over there, they hit Brexit, but somehow they're still following a lot of the rules of the EU. They should totally get out of the EU because a lot of those rules have to do with taking a lot of foreigners in all the time. That's what the biggest rules that they've got on these things. And the Irish people in the government is that F you, we're not going to do it anymore.
Minister, is it your intention to reintroduce the hate speech legislation that was a dramatic failure in the last government and proposed by the previous Minister for Justice?
The answer is no. But can I just give you an overview as to why the answer is no? I'm fairly satisfied that Ireland has transposed the European Council framework decision on combating certain forms and expressions of racism and xenophobia in a manner appropriate and tailored to the domestic system of law in Ireland. I want to assure members of the House that Ireland's position has been communicated to the European Commission, and our position is that the framework decision is fully transposed in Irish legislation in a manner that is appropriate and tailored to Ireland's domestic system of criminal law and procedure, and is in line, of course, with Article 40.6 of the Constitution, which expressly respects and protects the rights to freedom of expression and people to express their views freely.
Freedom of speech, that's what it is. All right, this one I labeled White Lives Matter.
We are constantly hearing from you in this room how on Black Lives Matter, how Jewish lives matter, how Palestinian lives matter, and I completely agree with you. I don't have any problem when you are saying that. But I will say something what many of you will have a problem with. And I will say it loudly and openly. White lives matter. Because right now, white people are just a tiny minority in this world, and white people are the most hated group in the whole world. Everything is allowed against white people. You can openly spread hatred and racism against white people. You can openly call for a violence against white people, and nobody will ban you from social networks. Nobody will prosecute you or put you in jail for that. Nobody will prosecute you and trying to destroy your life because doing something like that. And that's why I consider it very important to repeat that for you as a white man, as a Christian father of the family. White lives matter.
They do. Absolutely do. Here's some student girls especially staged a walkout because of males being in their sports and locker rooms.
Yeah?
We're not against the trans rights. We just want to create a safe environment for all of us. And when people come in like that, without us as students having an
There is no such thing as trans rights to start with.
opinion on it, it creates a dangerous place for us because there's nobody in those bathrooms making sure we're going to be safe. So instead of talking to us, they just decided this is what's going to be acceptable for us and push us on us. And that's why we're out here doing this.
Have you experienced that personally in the locker room, or?
Not personally, but I know people that have. And I just want to prevent that from happening to other people. When we could maybe petition for a unisex bathroom, another one.
Right.
That makes it a safer place for them and a safer place for us.
Do you know if they're still letting boys into the girls' locker room?
The reason, John, for the third world things is they can control it.
Like today?
I'm not quite sure, but in case they are, we want to prevent that so we're all being safe.
Yeah.
It's not against
You're right.
the trans people, it's against...
You're right, Marianne. It was targeted at us, the jab.
us not getting an opinion on it.
So do you feel like there can be retaliation for you guys speaking up?
Oh yeah, they threatened to cancel our homecoming and a very important school events that are important to us.
Really?
As a community of the school.
So how do you...
And they tried to hand out detention slips from what I've heard, and we were told that we were going to be suspended as a rumor. I don't know if that's...
That would have been okay, Colin.
So do you feel like you're being watched in the hallways once, like sometimes by the staff and the principals, like watching over what you might be planning as far as these events go?
Yeah, they're trying to push us down because I mean that's not okay. It's our right to have the freedom and what we have, and the facilities that we use for students and children.
So how do you feel like adults? You think you're supported by adults well in this?
I feel like some adults are supporting, but they're not allowed to express their opinion without getting fired.
Yeah.
And that's the reality.
Whether it's parents or school.
Yeah, they did send out an email.
Yeah, Colin, you got to worry about what you say over there because they monitor all that. I don't think they'll see what's on Wimkin and stuff like that, but some of the other ones they will.
From the parents, from the school to the parents, basically saying we have to stand by these people and give them the rights because it's
Good statement.
part of the law.
So do you feel like you're being heard?
Not really.
Not by the school? Or?
No. I just want to... It makes sense.
So I heard that the private bathrooms are locked, correct?
Yes.
And so if you want to feel...
Mr. Fixer, I believe there should be in Israel, but I don't support sending them any money anymore, any of those groups. That's the biggest thing. You take away the money and all this stops.
Safe. How far out of the way are those bathrooms from where you'd normally be going?
It's up in
You have to go to another building?
Yeah, they need to make them more accessible.
So you have to go to another building and find somebody to unlock them?
Yep. And this Thursday, this is
wheelchair.
It's not this
That would
hate on
stop
this
them.
person, but this person was supposedly given an option to go to a rescue from them and feel comfortable there, or go into the female's room, and they chose the female's room, and that's a little odd.
And it's because this person identifies
Yes.
as a woman, just a woman.
Yeah.
I've heard conflicting stories on what they identify as, but
Tom.
I mean, I know a woman's one of them.
As much as we know is that is they don't know as the man, which is fine.
Yeah.
But there is females that will get a
How big is this person that identifies as a woman?
They haven't told us anything.
Are they,
I don't know them personally.
Yeah, they kept it all.
But you don't know who it is?
We didn't even know that they belonged in our until they came to them.
Really?
Yep. I support them fully. More men should join them, and there is some here, and join them, and they should go in there like a bunch of them and kick these guys out of the bathrooms. One time, beat the living crap out of them a little bit. You know, I don't mean like put them in the hospital or something. Make them remember not to go in there though. But the other boys aren't going to allow it.
Is it just me that's wondering if Democrats are subtly telling on themselves, or am I just fucking delusional? I'll take the delusion card if it means I'm right. But, so, just bear with me for a second, okay? Because I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, and none of it fucking makes sense, okay? They've sat there and they've said that they've given every fucking reason why these mass deportations are bad. From you're just targeting people to it's gonna, alter the results of the election. Just everything underneath the fucking sun. And my question is, you guys said that they don't vote in our elections. That they can't. Like, legally they cannot do it. So what outcome would they be changing? Or do you mean the congressional seats that you've gained by letting in all of these illegal citizens into your state and counting them in the census as if they're on the same wavelength as American citizens when they're not? So now that all those people are going, some of you guys who ramped up your congressional seats because of the illegal immigration numbers are now going to lose those seats. So that I can understand, but either way, fuck you. Get them here legally, babe. Plain and simple.
I second that.
Get a bunch of pro bono immigration lawyers.
How about us electing some normal people with a common sense that aren't commies?
Have all of these states donate. Don't use taxpayer funds to do it. But you won't do that. We sit there and we hear you guys scream about how slavery was so bad, so oppressive, so wrong. But because it's not black people, it's okay for you because it's modern day slavery, right? They get to go home, they don't get whipped or beat or none of that shit. So that's fine. It's still fucking slavery. Sitting there saying when Donald Trump said he was going to put ICE outside of polling locations, which I feel like he should, especially in the 14 states that do not have voter ID requirements, that's voter intimidation, voter suppression. But when Kamala Harris was the same amount of distance away with a bullhorn yelling at everybody in line who was getting ready to vote, that was women empowerment. That was black queen power. Make that shit make sense, because it doesn't. And now the newest one for changing the outcome of an election. Get this, right? He's going to do a mandate for climate control. Do you guys not remember what you were screaming like less than a year ago? About, the world's going to end, the ocean's rising, the ozone is so bad, we need to do electric vehicle mandates by a certain year and get all of the gas-powered vehicles out of places like California. Did you forget that? The climate is so bad, let's go leave giant fucking craters in third world countries, take all their lithium and then fuck up their ecosystem. Because that's green. That makes perfect sense. Are you fucking dumb? Solar power, I get. Wind turbines, we've seen that it kills every fucking thing around them. They're not beneficial in any way, shape, or form. But I can get behind solar panels. It's the fact that you guys have been screaming.
Especially up here in New York, solar panels, it's a waste of money. You end up throwing them into the landfills. They don't even last that long. And they're not that good.
Screaming that the world is ending, and now suddenly if Donald Trump does it, there's no climate change. So are you admitting that it was a hoax? Like, there's so many questions that don't fucking add up, and no liberal can answer them. Can you?
Yep. The tunnels under the Trump Tower about mostly targeted ICE facility.
Yo, what's up, guys? Today we are going on an ice raid with Secretary Kristi Noem through Chicago. It's going to be an absolutely wild day. This is one of the hottest topics in the entire country. Come along with us as we show you what a day in the life of an ICE agent inside of one of America's most Democrat left-wing cities is actually like.
These are exactly the kind of people that we want to be pissing off. If you F around hard enough, will you find out?
Guys, it is 5 a.m. We are down in the tower of the Trump Tower garage in Chicago. Behind us is the ICE security vehicles for the Department of Homeland Security. We'll be rolling today with DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. Hi, Secretary. On an ICE raid in Chicago. Come with us as we show you what these operations are like. And it's a government shutdown, so these boys are just doing it for the love of the game, man. They're not even getting paid. They want to keep criminals off our streets. They want to make sure that criminal aliens are deported, and most importantly, that America is safe. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to rock and roll. So come along with us on an ICE raid in Chicago. Let's go.
Yeah, Commie Harris, Charles. Commie Harris.
Let's rock and roll. Dark Knight, am I right? Yeah, come on, yeah, that's right.
It's amazing underneath Chicago. You recognize some of these tunnels from the actual Dark Knight series. And then we went to the Broadview ICE facility. There were a bunch of left-wing orcs waiting for us. This is the main ICE processing center in Chicago. We go inside after getting welcomed in by what looks like a team that is ready to conquer Baghdad. Wild that you need this kind of team in Chicago, but this is the location that has been constantly attacked by left-wing protesters for months.
So we're outside of the official processing center, the ICE headquarters in Chicago. This is exactly where they bring in the detainees to process them and then ship them off to be deported. This is the #1 most attacked ICE facility in America. There are obviously a military garrison everywhere. They've had to board up the windows, it's so under attack. You can see there's clearly detail and snipers on the roof. So it is going to be rowdy today. There are protesters everywhere. They've had to put up giant gates in order to just cordon off and secure this area. It's getting real out here.
When we got inside, Kristi Noem walked the building, raising the esprit de corps of the ICE agents that worked there. And then she went up to the sniper's nest up top of the building.
All right, we're going to the roof. There have been so many attacks on this facility, they've had to install security barriers around the actual facility itself.
Hey, Yanni.
Unbelievable that a sniper needed to be positioned up here, but these, of course, are very dangerous times. Kristi Noem, though, fearless and facing down the left-wing protesters.
Is it like that every day?
Yeah, a little bit more today. Yeah, a little more today. But they're dropping shields off again last night. That lets us know this may get a little better.
Is there a constant presence here of protesters and agitators?
Yeah. Yes.
Makes it hard to do the job?
That's why 100 National Guard are coming to this facilities because of that.
Yep. What's going on, homie? How we doing? Hey, thank you for being out here. We're here to support you guys. How was it out here? Crazy?
It gets goofy, yeah. They get out of control. The locals won't enforce anything.
Yeah.
So then they leave it up to the feds to handle it. And then they get upset when they start obstructing vehicles and they get dragged out of there or pepper sprayed or use gas on them. And they would just come on the street, get in front of the vehicles, lay in front of the cars.
Do you feel like you have the backing of the president? You feel like the administration?
100%.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
100%.
You feel like
it's night and day, you can tell the difference.
Yeah, my man.
Take
nice
it easy.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Yep. Yo, so heavy work behind us. We are getting ready to move out. As you can see, there are protesters over here that are waiting in order to obstruct these vehicles. You're not allowed to obstruct these vehicles, so they got heavy work in front of them. I don't know what's going to happen next. I guess we're going to see. We got protesters, hundreds of protesters. They're not allowed to block these cars. So I guess we're going to find out. If you F around hard enough, will you find out?
And then it was time to roll out from the Broadview ICE facility. Now, this was not going to be an easy task because the entire facility was surrounded by left-wing terrorists. And so, what do we do next? Well, Kristi Noem sent out the big boys, the skullcrackers, the military vehicles, and the state police, who are finally cooperating with ICE in order to...
I'd love to see him have that rule for all those ones that do the environmental protest, the orange and spray everything and block cars all the time. It's so annoying, idiots.
break up the terrorist element. And boy, these people were not happy. Many of them assaulted police. A lot of them were arrested. And many of them, boy, they sure do love our channel. Listen to this.
Just wanting to show everybody exactly how nice it is out here. What a peaceful protest it is. How pleasant the left-wing protesters are. There we go. I just want to give you an example right behind us of exactly how popular we are. I think we have some subscribers here. Hello. We have some surprisers. We're so proud, actually. These are exactly the kind of people that we want to be pissing off. So we just want to say thank you for subscribing. It's your tears that keep us going, actually.
Thanks for subscribing, Lib. Anyway, probably about a dozen left-wing terrorists arrested for attacking police officers and ICE officers.
These individuals assaulted ICE officers as they were trying to clear out the area behind us over here. This is where the engagement was. There were protesters blocking the entire lane here. Thankfully, it looks like they have been cleared out by authorities, but it's been taken about 30 minutes to move the actual protest so that the vehicles can get through. What you want to do is be able to drive. The Secretary...
Well, Tammy, I've been getting that on many platforms, actually, where the word disappears and it pops back up, you know, that kind of stuff.
Of Homeland Security out onto the road. Secretary, what's your message to the protesters?
There's consequences.
Wait, time out. Did that just happen? Latricia James just resigned? Or she should resign is what you're saying, Charles. Did she just resign? Wouldn't mind that link. Boy, I'm dying to have her go. I'd like to see her in jail.
Breaking the law and for jeopardizing our law enforcement and while they're doing their work. And we're glad we've got people that'll step up, like these guys that are here today, making sure that they're conducting operations and doing so safely.
You got a dozen arrests over here. They're yelling at you. What's your message to the overall leftists who want to be violent in America today?
You know, leave. Leave this country. We don't want you. Go away. Or we'll put you in jail.
Eventually, Kristi Noem was able to move out from the ICE facility, and then we were off to the brand new building that she wants to buy. Kristi Noem wishes to expand.
Isn't there a law against impeding or trying to block official police business? There should be a law. I think there's a law about that, with them trying to block those things.
And ICE's presence in Chicago and purchase a 200,000 square foot monster facility. This facility is obviously the kind of place where you could really 10x processing of criminal aliens in Chicago, and that's going to
send
make
me the
libs
link and I'll play it.
Libs are already losing their minds over this.
I'll play it.
We were walking with Kristi Noem and we're thinking, wait a second, we have to come up with a new name for this facility. It can't be Alligator Alcatraz. That's a catchy name, but that's in Florida. It's not a Chicago name. So we did actually come up with a name on the spot. After workshopping it with Kristi Noem, we've come up with the Deep Dish Deportation Depot. And that's caught on. Watch.
This is from the conservative podcaster Benny Johnson. He, alongside DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, toured a building here in the Chicago area that will reportedly soon house undocumented migrants, with the nickname Deep Dish Deportation Center already circulating.
Kristi Noem also tried to get into the Public Works building, like the City Hall of Broadview, Illinois, and she was blocked from coming in.
There could be a misunderstanding.
All right, thank you. Interesting. That's what Governor Pritzker says is cooperation in keeping people safe.
They refused to let her in. They won't let ICE agents use the bathroom in this facility.
So why wouldn't they let you in? What's been going on here? What's been going on here, Secretary?
We're coming to go out and do some operations to pick up some guys with criminal convictions on them, and the city police wouldn't even let us use a restroom.
And you were just blocked by a worker here from the city?
We're at the Beach building here in Broadmoor. Would not allow us to go in and to use a restroom at the police station. So as much as these local leaders and governors talk about cooperating and having the backs of our law enforcement officers, we have to put up with every single thing.
They've worded it
This
wrong or something,
is
Charles.
exactly how completely and totally cooked Democrats are in Chicago. What a bunch of DEI hires. After exiting that facility, Kristi Noem went on an actual literal ICE raid. We raided a Walmart parking lot.
Okay, so they've slapped vests on us, so they mean business. We're going on to heavy work. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
They just rolled up a couple of dudes who were sitting in the Walmart parking lot. As soon as we rolled in, a bunch of people jumped the fences. You can see everyone like running and fleeing. They were able to get a couple of guys, roll them up, and yeah, people aren't too happy about it here. One of the guys
Oh, you're saying some of her people resigned, not her, huh?
pulled up and started screaming.
Well, the witch didn't.
Other locals are like yelling, but it is a rowdy scene.
I got too
Criminal
many
aliens
tabs open,
were
trying to look it
jumping
up.
the fences. It's a wild scene. Were fleeing in their vehicles, peeling out, and a couple of them were rolled up by ICE. And then we also went on a raid of a violent offender and rapist who was also arrested by ICE agents and taken into custody. So this is a wildly successful day with Kristi Noem. I can't believe that the Secretary of Homeland Security is allowed to go on these raids. It was fascinating to watch. There was a lot of FA and a lot of FO happening. It is a beautiful thing that federal law enforcement is enforcing the laws of the land. You want a nation of laws. You want a nation of rule of law. The laws in America say that you must be here legally and not criminally. The Trump administration is just enforcing that law. The professionalism
Besides coming here and getting all freebie money all the time, all our tax dollars.
of law enforcement, the strength of federal law enforcement, and the courtesy of federal law enforcement was on full display. And it was a beautiful thing to see. Proud to stand with the ICE agents that we were with that day, the DHS, Homeland Security Police, the FBI, whole of government approach to making sure that America is safe, even if the leaders of Chicago don't want it to be.
You can still hear the FBI helicopter overhead. A wild day here in Chicago. Got to witness multiple ICE raids, got to see the ICE facility and the protesters, and Kristi Noem was part of it all. You've never seen Kristi Noem in an actual ICE raid. It was crazy. So what's the point? The point is that you live inside of a country. That country has rules. Those rules are that you can't be here criminally or illegally. And so you got to follow those rules. And if it hurts your feelings, well, tough. Like, don't come here illegally, I guess. But the most important thing is that for a state like Chicago, and for a place like this, don't be violent, right? We saw a bunch of arrests today, what we assume are American citizens and left-wingers that attacked cops. Don't do that, right? They're not messing around, and this is a administration that's going to make America safe again. So,
They want to bring down America, and they live in this country. It's boggles my mind.
You can do it the easy way or the hard way, as they say. I guess today was the hard way. It's your boy Benny here in Chicago. See ya.
Okay, this one's a perfect analogy.
I'm so mad right now.
This gets better.
I was going for a walk and I saw this beautiful house. It was so beautiful, you guys. And so I went inside. And the woman inside screamed. She said, "Oh, who are you? What are you doing here?" And I said, "Oh, hello, ma'am. I'm just a really nice person looking for a better life. And I love your house, so I think I'm just going to move in here." And she said, "But you didn't even knock, and I did not invite you in." And I said, "Well, I just took it upon myself.
Tag me?
It's beautiful and I want it. So I just came in myself." And she was about to call me a criminal.
I don't see
She
it.
said, "But you entered my house illegally." I said, hold up. I know you're not calling me a criminal. You are a racist xenophobe if you are calling me a criminal right now.
Oh, if you tag me on YouTube,
And she said,
I wouldn't.
I'm so
be able to
sorry.
see
I
it.
don't
Maybe I can.
I don't
Hold
want to
on.
be a racist or a xenophobe. You're right. Okay. Well, just make yourself comfortable, I guess. And so I saw this chair over there in the corner, this really comfortable recliner, and I went and sat in it. And she said, "But that's my favorite spot in the house, young lady. I always sit there." And I said, "So what are you saying? You saying I can't take over this spot right here in the house? Are you being racist, you xenophobe?" And she said, No, you You can have my favorite spot. I'll just find somewhere else to sit in my house. And I said,
morning,
okay,
depending on
you're
where you
so
are.
nice. And then I said, I'm hungry. What you got in the refrigerator? And I got up and I went and made myself something to eat. And she said, hold on, but I was going to make that for my husband's lunch tomorrow. And I said, so what are you saying, lady? You saying I can't have free food? How dare you? You're not being humane. And she said, okay, all right, go ahead. Eat the food. Eat the food, young lady. And then I went in her purse because I needed some money. I needed a health card, because I needed to go to the doctor and everything. And I could see her in the corner, like looking at me like weird, but she ain't say nothing, right? So I was
I'm looking for the link.
So
I don't see it.
I got real comfortable, was eating my food and everything. Why her husband come home and tell me I got to get out?
Oh, Marianne, this is sarcasm. She's doing sarcasm.
I said, sir, you're being racist and you're being a xenophobe. And he said, I don't care. This is my house. You will not be pushing my wife out of her favorite chair. You will not be taking our money, our health insurance. You will not be eating all of our food and just posting up like you live here. Get out. And he was a big guy, so I left. But how dare they? This is the America we live in right now, where people want to hold on to their own American dream and not just give it away to people. Like, what kind of country is this?
Yep. All right. There's the moment Antifa starts turning on each other.
Brain before you give this guy more fucking clickbait and make him more money. Before you give him more money for fucking clickbait by raising your voice. Go and fight the fucking government.
Yo, come on.
You fucking idiot.
Come on.
Oh, speaking of raising their voice.
Hey, can we keep our comments to
I'm
ourselves?
fucking telling you.
Whoa.
I am not the fucking one, dog. I am not the one. You understand me?
Peaceful. Now let these guys get Spider-Man has not been peaceful.
Not the fucking one.
I don't mind seeing this.
Oh, come on.
Don't do it, then. Do it. Stop talking about it. Just fucking do it.
Yep. Okay, here's my McMahonian.
President Trump, I have a message for you, sir. I would like to just extend some words of wisdom and some words of encouragement. Keep doing what you're doing, sir. Ignore all the haters. I'm sure you're used to that by now, getting all the haters. I always say that whenever your name is constantly in everybody's mouth, it means that you're doing the right thing. It's when your name is not on everybody's lips, that's where you need to worry. Don't you realize, sir, that you are about to make history? You're about to achieve and accomplish something that no other U.S. president in the history of this nation has ever been able to accomplish. By you enacting this peace deal between Israel and Hamas, ending a 2-year war in Gaza, and you are a part of that and you have your name on that, sir, that's something to really be proud about. I can tell you what I'm proud about. I'm proud about the fact that I took a chance on you, sir. Yes, I did. I voted for the very first time in an American election, being in this country for 21 years, only having my U.S. citizen for 2 years. I took a chance on you. And can I tell you this, sir? I got more than what I bargained for.
Yep. Here we go. Radical Dems behave like lunatics.
Get out of my face, you little fascist! Get out of my face! Hey, Congressman, quick question for you. So you originally... Hi, my name is Nick. Nick, nice to meet you. I'm from X. I'm from X. So I have to ask you, you said Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
It was.
You voiced a lot of support for him
It was
originally.
satire.
Now he's been charged with facilitating the
Pointing out how
transport
ridiculous they look.
of illegals. Are you still going to double down on that? So he gets due process now? Do you believe in due process? I don't think he... Wait, was he supposed to be here to begin with? Was he illegal? Was he illegally? How did Kilmar Abrego Garcia get here? allowed him to be here. How did he get here originally? Did he come here legally? Your girlfriend. Did he come here legally? Get back to your job, man. So you can't answer the question. Yeah, no. You seem a little angry about it. Is that why? Is it because you were made to be a fool out over it? I mean, you were supporting a man whose wife accused him of beating her. Trump's
You've gotta
judge
be
allowed him to
kidding
be
me.
in the country. Did you know that?
He's not.
Trump's judge allowed him to be in the country.
He was allowed in the country, and then what?
And then what
happened? And then what happened? Then he was deported back to his home country. You keep calling him the Maryland father, who apparently beats his wife, which she said on the record that he beats her.
Go back to your QAnon meeting.
Is it okay with you? Is it okay with you to see illegals smuggling other illegals through the country? Is that what the people of Maryland want? The people of Maryland, you think they want illegal gangbangers bringing
bars, man? Go back to where
they want $100 bills.
Okay, so human smuggling, yes or no? Human smuggling, yes or no?
Get out of my face, you little fascist! Get out of my face!
Little fascist.
Yes,
okay.
you are.
All right. Well, okay. We'll go to let's go to Padilla then. Okay. What about Padilla? Are you saying what he did earlier was okay? Going in and interrupting a press conference? Was he a fascist too? Huh? Come on, man. I understand why you're so angry about this, because you look like a freaking fool now. You look ridiculous.
Get the hell out of my face.
I'm not in your face, bro. You got your little minions pushing me back. So come on.
There's something wrong with you.
I mean, these aren't very difficult
QAnon
questions.
is calling
Do you condemn the transport of illegals throughout the country? Do you condemn that? Do you think that people should be smuggling other illegals through the country? Okay, so you have no answer to that. It seems like a pretty. This is a 90-10 issue, Congressman.
Do you believe in due process or no?
Do you get due process
for illegals? They don't have any rights here. They don't get due process. They get processed and sent out.
You gotta answer me one question.
Okay, what was the process that he used to get into the United States? Was it illegal? Did he come into the country legally?
One yes or no question. Do you believe in due process or not? Yes
Absolutely.
Or no?
They brought in millions and millions. You got to go through court cases for all those millions? Ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Do you?
Now, do you believe that?
So
you're not going to answer my questions. I answered yours.
50, you're stupid.
You didn't answer a single one. Are you taking back your support for Kilmar Abrego Garcia?
Trump's judge kept him in the country.
Okay, so you're
not.
I'm going to post the whole thing unedited. Watch. You'll see. Trust me, you'll see. Okay, so I'll give you one more chance. Do you take back your support for an illegal alien who was in the country?
What are you talking about? What's the
calling him the Maryland man, calling him a constituent. Are you serious?
He's not my constituent.
Of course he's not, because he's illegal.
You're a moron, okay? As well as a fascist. Go back
I'm a
to your
fascist.
QAnon.
See, these talking points work anymore. There's a reason the Democrat parties. There's a reason that your approval rating is in the single digits at this point.
Your approval rating is -3 points.
Oh, you got me,
job,
bro.
Okay?
You got me.
Go
You
get
got
a job.
me.
Yeah, I did get
you. got me.
I
Okay.
did get you.
Okay. So,
are you
okay with the deportation? Do you think Marylanders want illegals coming into their state? Violent criminal gangbangers?
You're seriously a moron. You know that,
okay.
right?
You can't. That's a pretty
seriously
easy question. That's a layup question,
Donald
Congressman.
Trump's judge kept him in our state. Go look it up.
Is he the only illegal in Maryland? Is he the only criminal illegal in Maryland? Okay, so you're saying.
Well, I don't know. Is Elon Musk involved here? Elon Musk
you're
said
saying that everybody else.
Do you think Elon Musk should have been deported? Because
he
wasn't illegal.
No, he wasn't.
Wait, yes, he was.
So all these other illegals in Maryland. All these other criminal illegals in Maryland. Are you okay? Okay, let's do an easy one. Do you support deporting criminal illegals at least?
What are you talking about?
Are you going to stick the police after me because I'm asking you a question? You've got to be kidding me. Don't try that.
There's something really wrong with you, man. Just sticking that.
No, just asking you. Just doing the American people want to know. Do you support
you speak for the American people? Have you ever been elected to public office? What office were you elected to?
Do you support?
What office were you elected to?
I'm not the one here to answer the questions.
You said you speak for the American people.
I do. I speak to over 1 million people.
Oh wow!
All right, so bro. Okay, so do you support removing criminal illegals from the country? Let's say that. It's an easy
Elon
one.
Musk. Yes, I do. Do you support removing
Elon
Musk from the country?
So the answer is a no, right?
What's yours? No.
For one, he's not illegal, and two, he's not a criminal. All right, this is some from the Winston Spears debate in Virginia. I got a couple clips. Tomorrow I plan on playing the whole debate tomorrow while I'm live.
Again, the question was, should transgender girls who are biological males be allowed to use girls' bathrooms and play on girls' sports teams in K through 12? You have 15 seconds to clarify.
In cases across Virginia, I think it's incumbent upon parents and educators and administrators in each local community to make decisions locally.
That's what this is about.
Ms. Earl Sears?
There should never be nude men in locker
Oh my
rooms.
goodness, we finally have her saying that, but you voted for that.
Ms. Earl
Have
Sears.
you finally
My opponent
Ms. Earl
said
Sears,
that
you were
now?
just intruding on
Are
time
we in
here. We're
agreement
trying.
now? Are you
Ms.
going
Earl
to
Sears?
tell?
Correct me up
This is Ms. Spanberger's time. I have a follow-up question for Ms. Spanberger. Would you rescind the Youngkin administration policy requiring boys and girls to use bathrooms aligning with their biological sex? You have 30 seconds.
My priority would be to ensure that local communities, importantly parents and teachers and educators, are able to work together to meet the unique needs of each school. And
each school is different, whether you can have boys and girls on whichever ones you can get away with. That's what she's saying. And she's all for the bill of letting them on.
Each community. And that is important. And I say that as a mother of 3 daughters in Virginia public schools.
Exactly.
And as someone who used to investigate crimes against children. The way that we keep our children safe is by ensuring they are safe in schools, which includes funding law enforcement and public safety.
But Ms. Spanberger,
it's always about funding for them because they money launder.
the question was, would you rescind the Youngkin administration policy requiring boys and girls to use bathrooms aligning with their biological sex? You have 15 seconds to clarify that question.
Yes, and my answer is that in each local community, decisions should be made between parents and educators and teachers in each community. It shouldn't be dictated by politicians.
Spanberger. I got another clip from this debate. I'm going to play the whole debate tomorrow. It's actually not that long because they had advertisements, so I'll fast forward through it. But she was being pretty. She wouldn't answer a lot of stuff.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger. I didn't hear an answer there on the endorsement issue, so I want to just make sure. Will you continue to endorse?
Now, this is about endorsing the guy that wants to shoot the guy or his opponent and the kids, kill the kids as well.
Jay Jones to be the next Attorney General of Virginia, and were you aware of these text messages before they released? You have 30 seconds.
In fact, it appears that it was those who released the text messages and held them for years. So the public was unaware who had knowledge of these text messages for many years.
Some of the text messages were talking to another Democrat.
Do about
I learned of these text messages the day that they came out, and I denounced them as soon as I learned of them.
She denounces murder.
And importantly, at this point, as we move forward, the voters now have this information that was withheld for them,
You're running to
presumably for
Ms.
political reasons. But the voters now have the information, and it is up to voters to make an individual choice based on this information.
Ms. Spanberger, I understand what you're saying about the voters, but for you yourself, do you still continue to endorse Jay Jones? 15 seconds, yes or no?
We are all running our individual races. I believe my opponent has said that about her lieutenant governor nominee.
Ms. Earl Sayers,
and it's up to every person to make their own decision. I am running my race to serve Virginia, and that is what I intend to do.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger. We just want to clarify, what you're saying is that as of now, you still endorse Jay Jones as Attorney General.
I'm saying as of now, it's up to every voter to make their own individual decision. I am running for governor. I am accountable.
You still have an opinion.
Accountable for the words that I say, for the acts that I take, for the policies that I have put out.
Thank you.
I am responsible for the policies I put out and the work I will endeavor to do tirelessly for the people of Virginia.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger.
All right, next one I labeled parents do not have to compromise on the right to raise their kids.
Learn more about it. Learn about it. Understand what these kids are going through. And don't say that we cannot take away parents' rights because DCF says we oversee these children. And if the parents are doing wrong, we have to step in and report it. The parents do not.
No, wrong to them is misgendering their kid or whatever way they push the kids.
Not have the all-encompassing right to raise their child.
This one's on Delta Airlines. Elderly man was removed for wearing a hat, but turns out the hat wasn't Make America Great Again. It was a little bit racy, but still. Not racy. I shouldn't say racy. It used the word ASS in it.
Where's the captain? Is he still right there? The captain?
sorry? Oh, that's really fine.
It was kind of a mega hat, but...
Just 1 second, he'll be right back.
So right now I've been asked to step off the plane because of my hat. Can you believe that? So now I'm waiting for the captain to have a word with me, and I'm flying Delta, and I went on there and sat down, and I haven't said a word to anybody. I haven't done anything, but
I didn't really like it because it was mega.
because of
Although it
my
does have
hat,
the word MA,
they asked me to step off the plane. So anyhow, I'm waiting for the captain. He'll be here shortly. That's why I'm videoing.
Thank you so much.
I guess here comes the captain. That's the captain?
Yeah.
You the captain?
Yes, I am.
Hey, how can I help you?
Well, I want to talk to you up here in the gatehouse.
At the gate?
I do.
I think it says
I gotta go to the gate.
Trump was a bad
What's that?
ASS, or something like that.
This is more of a private conversation.
I didn't know.
Respect you.
Oh, it ain't no problem. It's not respecting me, taking me out here in front of all these people wanting to know what I'm doing.
Call her again.
It would help Tammy, I think. Although they didn't give her some time that she really needed.
Let me put you in my perspective. I have to comply with the
She
wishes
is running
of
from
everybody.
behind.
Okay.
Oh, everybody.
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 Yeah,
What about
exactly.
my wishes?
Okay, so here's the deal. Safety is my number one concern.
I ain't never broke a law in my life.
I understand.
And I follow a sky priority, and I fly Delta. I wouldn't fly nothing else.
I hope you.
I haven't said nothing to nobody. Haven't touched nobody.
Let me explain. Okay. I hope you write this up. I do.
You what?
I hope you write this whole thing up. Okay, what happened? Because Delta.
Oh,
needs to resolve
believe
this.
me, I'm videoing it.
Oh, I don't.
The last two words were bad ass, I believe. ASS.
Oh, no, I can video, but I'm being quick here in front of people. But
You and I are going to.
I can't remember exactly.
Is this a Delta? Is Delta going to take me off the plane because of my hat?
Not because of your hat. It's because you're not complying with the instructions.
What's there to comply with?
My flight crew is in charge of safety.
Okay, and I'm not, and I'm doing something wrong. I've never done nothing wrong. Why?
No. If you can't comply with the simple instruction of removing the hat.
The lady next to me asked to take a picture of me, so I put it back on. She was taking pictures for her daughter, and the next thing you know, they come right back over there
I don't
again.
know all the specifics. I'm just saying, I'm giving you the option, okay? Either you keep the hat off and you follow the instructions of the flight attendants, because in the case of an emergency, how do I know, based on this simple little issue, that you would follow their instructions in an emergency?
Oh, I'd be glad to help with everything if there's an emergency.
Okay, so help us all out.
But what I'm saying is, when I get back, it's Delta's policy. Just because of my hat, I can be removed.
So here's the deal. I guess you spoke to this gentleman before. My understanding, after the flight attendants, is as soon as you left, his hat went back on.
Because the lady was taking a picture of it, and another guy goes, "Man, I love that hat." So they said,
or Trump is
videotaping this. Just put it on YouTube.
"Oh, I ain't gonna put nothing on the internet. I'm just making sure I'm protected my rights. I don't fly nothing but Delta. I'm a sky priority. I fly all the time. I wore this hat to Vegas. I wore this hat to Salt Lake City. Ain't nobody said nothing. So now, if there's somebody on that plane that's got something on their head, or I don't like their shirt or their T-shirt, you gonna help them remove it for me?"
Well,
see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me. I ain't trying to. Don't let me hold the plane up. I mean, I'll hold the hat, but I'm going to address this when I get back, because I think my rights are being violated. This don't say nothing bad.
Well,
do you think everything's been built back better?
Not in your situation. I have denied
That's what was built back.
For example, one big true or a profanity T-shirt, they have to cover it up. So the wordings does.
If this had an F word on it, ma'am, I wouldn't even wear it in public.
I understand. I asked you, it's only an hour of flight. Just take it off during flight.
Right, and then a lady next to me, she said, "Put it on. Let me take a picture." So I put it on. She took a picture. Another guy took a picture, and then somebody walked up and said, "We need to go talk."
Oh No, okay.
You know, it hadn't been 5 minutes. The plane hadn't even took off yet.
It appeared from what the flight attendant saw that as soon as she left, you disrespected her wish and put that.
No. He agreed. He agreed with me.
No, I didn't put it on right there. I had
I
had other people sitting around me asking me to put it back on because they don't have the right to tell you to take it off.
But it appears.
It
appeared.
It appears.
It appeared to the
But
flight
he
attendant.
agreed. As soon as I spoke to him, he took it
I
off.
just want to make sure that everybody on my flight understands that safety is number one.
Yeah.
And if we enter an
Well,
emergency,
this is violating safety in any manner. We got serious problems with Delta. Because, I mean, this hat's just a hat.
You're taking this thing way out over here.
Well,
I'm
no,
trying to
you're
focus
saying
on
you're
safety.
saying you're worried about safety.
It is. If you can't, again, the appearance, okay? So you tell me to do something, right?
I wouldn't tell you to. You're the captain.
No, I'm not. Just you and me talking, okay? If you tell me to do something, and then I do it in front of you, and as soon as you turn your back, I do go back to what I was doing, would you not be offended?
Well, but it's not a matter of being offended. If you was doing something that was, if I had the authority to tell you to do something, you could question. I'm not breaking no law.
I'm not saying you are.
You know,
I'm an ultra conservative.
That'd be like coming up to me and saying,
I'm probably more ultra MAGA than you are. Okay. I'm just saying. Right now, I got to make sure that
Donald Trump signed 2 of these for me across there. He thought it was hilarious. Everybody thinks it's hilarious. So somebody's got their panties in a wad over my hat, and I'm out here, a businessman, well recognized amongst all the high. I mean, I can call the president. I can call the governor on the phone right now, Georgia. That's people I know, and I'm out here being questioned like I'm a troublemaker.
No.
These people are going to be looking.
We just want to make sure that you comply. Like I spoke to you.
This flight's supposed to be taken off.
Okay.
Either let's fly or y'all remove me from the plane.
No, just please.
Y'all want to remove me from the plane?
No. All right. Thank you.
Well,
thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
I think it's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. I don't know. Let's see where I'm going to go next here. Democrats one.
Why are Democrats still backing this guy, Jay Jones?
Because the Democrats want power in Virginia. That's why. They're not going to call him to drop out because they're more concerned that if he does drop out, which, by the way, he should drop out, how are you going to be leading a state when you're actually texting people wanting your political rivals to die? That's craziness. But they want power. And so that's why they're going to stand behind him. It's the same reason why we knew Joe Biden was not mentally with us, but they stood behind him every step of the way until it was clear that Joe Biden wasn't with us. Then they threw him overboard. So I think what's going to happen here is when it is crystal clear that this guy can't win, then they'll throw him overboard. And that's really sick. It demonstrates the lack of moral clarity in the Democrat Party. If you can't get somebody out of a race who wished that a political rival would die, this is nuts, Stu. But that's the Democrats for you. America, you cannot trust these people. They do not care about the lot in the lives of normal people. They only care about power.
But you see, this has been revealed just weeks after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. That in and of itself is important. I wonder, does it have an impact on the gubernatorial race in Virginia?
I think it will. Absolutely. I think what you'll probably end up seeing is Republicans in all parts of Virginia will probably get to the polls more. And I would stress, Republicans of Virginia, you got to get to the polls. I know this is an off-year election. It's not the midterms. It's not a presidential. But you have Democrats in your state who do not care about moral clarity. It is imperative that you get to the polls. I can't speak to Democrat voters who are just going to vote down the line Democrat. They should actually take control of their party and vote these fools out, because you can't have somebody like that running a state or being in charge at a high level. But it's incumbent upon Republican voters and independent voters to get to the polls, act like it's a midterm or a presidential year, get to the polls, and make sure your voice is heard.
Yep. All right. Police are tearing down Antifa camp.
You guys
and they're
think
having
we
a fit
won't
about
grow
it.
again? This does nothing. This does nothing. Nothing. It's a waste of your money. Look at what you're doing. Do you feel anything? Everybody's screaming because they're fucking doing an illegal seizure. This stuff was donated by the community. The community here paid money. All the food, all of the medical supplies, all of the PPE, all of the bedding, all of our power banks, everything. And this is illegal. They gave us no paperwork, no warning. They refused to give us paperwork. So we are going to document every one of you motherfuckers. Every one of you. Pieces of shit. Piece of shit. That's what y'all are. No, we're not homeless. This is the ICE detention facility from Live, the Music Portland Festival. And these mother effers kicked everybody out yesterday, said, no, we're not going to touch.
An ICE, anti-ICE camp was where they were staging everything from, and they had a lot of their supplies to throw at and harm the ICE people.
At your camp, we're not going to do nothing. They refused to let us in to get any of our things. They refused for us to get medical support.
And that's also where they run and hide when they attack someone, and then they get surrounded by other ones, so you can't get at the person that attacked you.
Supplies. They refused all of these things. So they are stealing private property with zero paperwork. They are required to post notices. They are required to give us documentation of what they did, what they took, and where they will take it. This is all legally required.
I don't think so. I think that's bullcrap.
So part of Baton Rouge, Louisiana just seceded from the rest of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and this has caused a significant amount of butthurt. Let me explain. It all started when this here sleeve of crackers, that's the scientific term for a herd of honkies, it started when they heard for decades on end from the leftists in Baton Rouge that white people bad, white people evil, white people oppressors, BIPOC peoples need safe spaces from pale faces. And in response, they said, aight, deuces. Actually, now that I look at this picture, their response was probably more along the lines of, okie dokie then, you have yourself a good one. And they went and got permission from the Louisiana Supreme Court to form their own jurisdiction separate and distinct from Baton Rouge that will be known as St. George. In response to getting exactly what they said they wanted in the white people going away and leaving them alone, the remaining residents of Baton Rouge have thrown a stupendous temper tantrum, calling these people who broke off to form St. George racist, because of course they did. Racist is one of the relatively few English words the remaining imbeciles in Baton Rouge can actually pronounce correctly. Now, if this reaction doesn't really make any sense to you, well, join the club. But maybe Gary Chambers on Twitter can explain their reasoning. He says on Twitter, I'm pushing for the funds that are helping build black businesses to remain in the coffers controlled by the black mayor we elected. Okay, for starters, black businesses might not need government assistance if any of the customers of these black businesses actually paid for stuff before walking off with it. Furthermore, the only way white people leaving could possibly be an issue for black people electing a black mayor to support black businesses with tax money is if all of that tax money was actually being stolen from those white people in the first place. Which is, of course, exactly the issue. You see, normally to raise significant tax revenues, there's got to be production to tax, but all of the productive people in Baton Rouge just broke off to form their own city where they'll be able to spend their own money how they...
This kind of matches what's going on in Canada. The productive ones are paying for the people in the East, and the people in the East are the ones in control. And that's why a lot of them want to leave Canada.
They see fit. This has left the remaining residents of Baton Rouge nothing to do but cry about it. The moral of this story is, on the entire planet, there are fundamentally two classes of people. Productive people and parasites. And it is always justified for the productive people to cut off the parasite. Frank, why is there an Israeli flag behind me when I say the word parasite? You're gonna get a...
I'm for there being in Israel, but I don't want to give them any more money. Screw that.
Both in trouble.
Anyways, all right. Here's the next.
400 Texas National Guard are on their way to Chicago right now. I know that Chicago mayor is feeling some type of way. They did the most yesterday trying to smear President Trump. Check out Pam Bondi and how she handled Congress today. She ate them up.
Consulted by the White House before they deployed National Guard troops to cities in the United States?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House.
You won't even say whether you talked to the White House about this?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House with you, Ranking Member.
I noticed that. What's the secret? Why do you want to keep this secret? The American people don't know the rationale behind the deployment of National Guard troops in my state. The word
because they're rioting, that's why.
It is, and I think it's been confirmed by the White House, they are going to transfer Texas National Guard units to the state of Illinois. What's the rationale for that?
Yeah, Chairman, as you shut down the government, you voted to shut down the government, and you're sitting here, our law enforcement officers aren't being paid. They're out there working to protect you. I wish you loved Chicago as much as you hate President Trump. And currently, the National Guard are on the way to Chicago. If you're not going to protect your citizens, President Trump will.
Well done. So, okay, rival night.
Lord, forgive us, my boys and me. We're having an all-night revival. Some call the women and some will steal the Bible.
I agree, Danielle.
For to save my survival. Baptize me in a bottle of bean for Johnny on the vinyl.
That was shorter than I thought. Wait a minute, I gotta get back here to the next one.
That I wake up. I'm being honest with you right now. Right now, my mind is all over the place. Hear what I'm getting ready to say to you. I am living in a place right now, I don't even want to be here. Now, let me explain that. No, I'm not talking about self-deletion. Please don't get it misconstrued. No, I'm not talking about that. But this matrix, I've been living a lie for all my life. I've been lied to. I've been brainwashed. I was made to believe one thing. And let me just go down the rabbit hole.
John, it's ridiculous what they're doing. I don't know what the heck. They're starving them to death, taking them from the farmers. All of a sudden, I forgot exactly why. Was it the bird flu or some stupid shit that they're trying to do? That's happening up in Canada. Yeah, I did do a show on it a while back. I don't totally understand why the government is doing that.
First of all, let's get this out of the way. School is a scam. Education system is a scam. Yeah. I am over $200,000 in debt with student loans. I was told to go out, get a good job. Get a good job to benefit who? I've worked. When I tell you, I have a degree right now
really
that I'm not even using. Okay, but I owe $200,000.
They don't want anyone.
My personal property tax
self-sufficient at all because they want you dependent on the government.
So my car, man, I got a 2023. Okay, now hear me. I pay over $700 for personal property tax. You never own anything in this matrix. Yes, I'm talking about this matrix. I woke up out of the matrix. Now, how am I supposed to adjust in this matrix being awoke? You know, woken up. I mean, sometimes I wish I was still asleep. The news, everything is fake. Everything that we're told to believe is a fake. What else? I can go down on and on and on. The food we eat. Oh my goodness, the food is fake. Fake food. You talking about fake news? We're talking about fake food. Right. The food is not even real. The food is made with so many plastics. It's engineered. We got GMO food. The clothes that we're wearing, everything. It's like, oh my goodness, I woke up. But when I was asleep, it seemed like it was better because now, how am I supposed to survive in this matrix? I'm grounding. I'm going within. Oh, that's another thing. Religion. Oh my goodness. I was raised as a Baptist. Church, in a Baptist church, a Baptist household, worshiping, praising. My mother had a picture of white Jesus. Well, my great aunt. Let me clarify that. My great aunt had a picture of white Jesus.
That's right, John. That's right. They tried to engineer the eggs or something that they were laying and this and that. Isn't there a way of getting around that and maybe a warning on it or something like that? It's just awful what they've done to the ostrich farmer. And they're killing all of them. They didn't do, it's just one ostrich, it's all of them.
On the wall, knocking on the door, saying, he enters, you know the scripture, you knocking, the door shall be open. Okay, so I'm made to believe that I'm supposed to pray to this God Daddy in the sky, not going within. I started going within when I tell you everything started lining up. Now, although I'm not happy about being in this matrix, when I tell you I'm manifesting like never before. So that's the good thing. However, I'm still aware of my family, my friends. I don't have any no more. I'm isolated. I don't like being around people.
oh my goodness, I was a people person. I thrived on the energy. Now I'm ready to be by myself because there's so much fake stuff out there. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. Please don't get that wrong. No, I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. It's just that I see things. I see energy. I don't want my energy drained anymore. I say what I feel. I'm living unapologetically me for the first time in my life. I don't care what no one says about me. That's the good thing. I used to put on a facade going to church every Sunday to praise and worship. But then I understand why the churches were designed. It's to keep us in fear. I was praising and worship because I was afraid to go to hell. Now that I understand that hell is a state of mind, I'm no longer afraid. I want to go within more. But I'm still in this matrix. I'm still dealing with people who are still programmed. What in the world? It's like certain foods I don't eat anymore. The foods I used to like, I used to love eating. Hear me now. I know I'm all over the place, but my hand is shaking. I'm holding my phone, but my hand is shaking because this is coming from a place inside of me. It's like I want more like-minded people like me. I don't care at this point. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, please delete me now. Delete me off your page. I don't care about followers. I don't care about followers. I care about elevating. I want to elevate. I'm writing a book right now talking about my life, how I was under the program, how I was made to believe all of these things. And it's not real. It's fake. Like I said, home ownership. They tell you, oh, no, let's get back to the 9 to 5. I know, again, please bear with me. I'm all over the place, but I'm coming sincerely because I have no one to talk to but my dog. I can't even talk to my husband anymore because my husband is under the program. So I talk to my dog. I have a 6-year-old dog that hear me say everything and he just sit there. But guess what? I'd rather for him to sit there and listen because at this point I have no one to talk to. So if I'm all over the place, let me just go back. Okay, so let's get back to the 9 to 5. I had 25 jobs. I thought I was broken. I thought something was wrong with me. I said, this don't even seem right. Me working for these people. I see people in corporations getting money. I'm working for peons and I'm working just to pay bills. That's another thing. Bills are a scam. I'm working to pay for food that the earth is providing.
They've inflated us out of owning a house and all that kind of stuff. They keep printing money so it becomes less and less worthless. And so everything costs so much more.
For free, that the Most High gave us for free. And we got some people who took the land and selling us food. And it's not even a real food. They're in here making genetically modified apple. Go to the store and eat an apple. Opposed to going somewhere that apples grow and you can pick it from the tree. You can taste the difference. Our bodies are designed to consume nutrients, but this stuff is fake. So hear me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel free. But at the same time, I'm like, what in the world? Like, again, no. Please share with me your experience if you're feeling the same way I'm feeling, because I just want to know I'm not the only one. Okay. Thank you for TikTok because I just deleted my Facebook. This is my last thing, I promise. I deleted my Facebook because there's so much fake and phony people up there. Oh my goodness, everybody putting a facade. We are not this avatar. We are not this avatar. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Everybody's bragging about having this, having that material. I'm outside of this 3D realm. This 3D realm serves me nothing for my spiritual growth. I spent so many years worried about how I look, worried about how I appear to others on a physical level. But spiritually, I was doomed. Now I'm rising spiritually. So if there's anybody out there and hear me, I'm passionate. I know my voice is loud, so I'm not yelling, but I'm excited, but I'm baffled. It's a mixture. I don't even know what to feel. So if you are feeling me, please send me a like, send me some encouragement. Let's encourage one another. I'm looking for my community right now up here. That's all I'm saying. So like, share this, please get it out there. I'm just trying to find like-minded. I don't even care about anybody else who's following me. If this doesn't register, delete. I will help you delete. All right, I'm out. And again, I just had to get it off my chest. Wow.
Some good points, some crazy ones. All right, there's nothing organic about these Antifa protesters in this.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name's Nick Shirley. I'm 23 years old. I'm a 100% independent YouTube journalist. And over the past year or so, I've been able to go to 15 countries. I've hung out with people in the gangs of Brazil, in the favelas, in the prisons of Secot. But yet the most dangerous places I have been here in the United States, unfortunately. And I've had the opportunity to show people about the protest Antifa here in the United States, and there's nothing organic about what they are doing here in the United States. I've watched people be bussed in from states. I've watched the same lady at a protest in Atlanta be bused to a protest in DC and then in New York City. There's nothing that is honest about what they are doing. And they have signs. I've seen the same signs here in DC and in London as well. It's a big organization and corporation that they're running. And people may wonder, like, what's the threat to us as Americans if we go? Well, you'll be labeled as a fascist, you'll be labeled as a Nazi, and they'll wish death upon you because they wish death upon me. And just last week in Portland, Oregon, I watched a lady get trapped in her car, surrounded by Antifa, and her sister messaged me after seeing the video. She said, the only reason I think my sister was safe is because you were there recording. I also was chased out by a member of Antifa who said he would smoke me, and next thing he knew, a DHS sniper had lasers on his chest. If he was not there, who knows what would have happened that day. These people are very dangerous, and people wonder how they're able to do it. It's the reason is because these cities are not enforcing the law. And why should these people be worried if the law is not being enforced? And we are not far right, nor are we far wrong. We're just right. And the truth about what's happening here in America with these groups is very dangerous. And I thank you, Mr. President, and your administration as well for acknowledging that.
Thank you very much. It's too bad you have to go through it.
I know, it's a little crazy, right, Mr. President?
Well, you're going to get to the bottom of it, so it's a very important thing you're doing. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to end with this one.
Voice.
I have to say, I am struck by the degree of the cognitive dissonance that I hear on the other side. It really is. I mean, I'm used to sort of the political debates and arguing in court and all those sorts of things. But to hear the other side of the dais talk about weaponization is truly shocking, given what we know now. And I thought what I might do is just tell a story. And these are 100% facts.
Would you go to a teachers' school board meeting or something, Mark? Is that why?
Hillary Clinton, concerned about her email scandal, works with a Soros organization to cook up this Russiagate nonsense. They feed it to the intelligence agencies. And they spy, under Barack Obama's presidency, they spy on the political opponent, the Republican, running against Hillary Clinton. He gets elected. They continue the operation, and they launder this intelligence into stuff that was meant to, by the FBI and the CIA, to sideline a presidency of a duly elected president of the United States of America, to sideline him. And that continued. Even some people on this committee further that nonsense for 4 years. And then the FBI is involved with pre-bunking the Hunter Biden laptop story because they didn't want him to get elected again. So they pre-bunked the Hunter Biden laptop story. The American people should have been allowed to make their own judgments from that. They weren't, because the FBI called it a Russian hack and leak operation. They were meeting with social media companies every month and every week, telling them that the laptop that they knew, that they had verified in November of 2019, they knew was real and knew was his, said it was Russian disinformation. We've heard that before. And then, after Joe Biden comes in, 3 days in, they start a censorship campaign against the country, anybody who's a conservative. And now we also know that the FBI was weaponized in this Arctic frost investigation that tapped the phones of sitting U.S. senators. And also, the Republican Attorneys General Association, so let's pull in 2 more U.S. senators, Ashley Moody and myself, who were on the executive committee at that time. Charlie Kirk, political organizations they didn't agree with. This is not in the Soviet Union in the 1980s. This is in the United States of America in the last few years. And then, when they thought President Trump was on the run and there's no way people would elect him, and then he announces he's running for president, 3 days later, Jack Smith's appointed to get Trump. Fani Willis brings charges against President Trump, and the assistant prosecutor meets with the White House counsel's office. Why would that happen? Then you have Alvin Bragg bring his charges. The number 3 person at DOJ goes to work for him to get Trump. All in the United States of America. This continued. And Senator Hawley asked the question, wrote it down, what is happening in this country? And I hope that MSNBC is still broadcasting this, because I'm sure their viewership hasn't heard this story that's gone on for 10 years.
How many are actually watching?
The truth is, they never forgave President Trump for coming down the escalator at all. They didn't like him. They didn't like the disruption. And they've spent the better part of a decade not just going after him, but demonizing half the country as fascists and Nazis and threats to democracy. And they have fueled this division in their inability to accept the fact that half of the country isn't deplorables, as Hillary Clinton called her, bitter clingers, as Barack Obama called them, or trash, as Joe Biden called them. That they rose up and they sat in their own jury box and they saw all this stuff play out over a decade and they rejected it. And now you have come in to clean that up, and you are doing a great job in doing that. And let me make this clear. There is a big difference between what happened under the Biden regime and the weaponization and then holding those people accountable. That is not weaponization. If that doesn't happen, this will happen all over again. So your job, as you talked about in your confirmation hearing, is so important that this never happens again. And holding people accountable who are part of this conspiracy is absolutely your job. And I'm also taking, you don't have to comment on this, your unwillingness to answer questions that have come up. I am led to believe, as a former attorney general, that might mean there's an ongoing investigation. You don't have to talk about it. The statute of limitations may have run on some of this stuff, but not on a conspiracy. And if you're a co-conspirator in mile marker 1, even if you want to get on the exit ramp in mile marker 5, you are liable for the conspiracy in mile marker 10. And we are at mile marker 10. And I will also say what's happening in this country. What's happening with the assault on ICE officers is truly shocking. Deportations are nothing new. Bill Clinton deported 12 million people. 12 million people. You didn't see this. The radicalization that's happened on the left that plays out with political violence is real.
It's because they need them as voters and also gerrymander their districts so they have more Democratic districts.
And by the way, let me also point out that if we had a scenario where John Thune was on the Supreme Court steps saying, "You've reaped a whirlwind, Supreme Court justices," and then a right-wing assassin tried to kill Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and then a Republican-appointed judge only gave that person 8 years, there would be riots on the streets. Cities would be burning right now.
Yep. Well, I'm going to end it there. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful night. Rebel Chicks is on later, and then Country Conservative, okay? Take care. I should be on tomorrow, like about 6 p.m. Eastern. God bless. Bye-bye.